and welcome to Revolutionary 4-day event. I am so excited to be able to share this information with you because I know that it's going to revolutionize the way that you manifest and the way that you do business. I know all of you here are pioneers. You're here to do things differently. You're here to create a new path. And I don't just mean in business, I mean in your life. You have felt this calling. We are starting to remember, and that's why revolutionary is here. So that's how I started to feel, specifically last summer when I was given this new way, the 5D Amplifier process, which is what I'm guiding you through over the next 4 days. I started to feel gross marketing and selling and using the common kind of marketing techniques that we're taught to use in the coaching and the mentoring space. It felt restrictive. I felt like I was trying to be boxed into something that I didn't want to be. Like we are expansive beings. I did not want to feel boxed in. And so when I set that intention and I knew that there's another way here and I'm just not seeing it. So I spent a month or two really tapping in to what is this new way. And that's when the 5D Amplifier process was created. So the 5D Amplifier process is a 4-step process. We start with desire, we move to expansion, embodiment, and then devotion. So today we're going to be talking about desire and just how important it is to set the right intentions for your desires, and then as an extra step, go in energetically and tap into the frequency of that desire. This is key, and it's such a missing part from so many manifestation practices. So I'm really excited to bring this through today. We're going to start talking about desire and what it means, going through some channeled insights that I've been given. And then we're going to move to a short practice where I'm going to be guiding you through how to energetically tap in. So this process that I'm guiding you through over the next 4 days opens up the path of least resistance. It helps us call in our desires, our business growth with ease. Whether it's clients, maybe it's offers or ideas, this process, it opens up the pathways and the channels necessary to make that vision a reality without the forcing, without the constant need to heal and reprogram and do belief work. It's not necessary when you work with the body and the soul. They both already know how to get you into that vision. It's just a matter of tapping in, listening, and following the knowledge and the codes of embodiment that you already have. You just need to tap in. So, desire. This is our starting place, right? Because before you can call anything in, you need to desire it. You need to want it. Desire is the seed of creation. And this is your consciousness wanting to expand and experience something new. Scientifically, desire is like an energetic resonance with another frequency that exists in the universe. So for you to feel it, you must already have a connection with it in a different dimension. That's why people say that everything that you desire is already yours, because there's already another version with you with it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to tap into the frequency of something, the frequency being that desire, that feeling, that energetic pull towards something. The most common issue that we have as humans is really being able to decipher what this frequency is, because most of us are not well versed in energy work or in reading frequencies. And so most of us have a hard time here because we end up tying the feeling of something to something that's ever so slightly different in the 3D. And we try calling that in instead, only to find that it's actually quite hard and tiring to call in because we've misconstrued the frequency and we've tied the meaning of it to something else. So the example that they gave me, they being my guides from all sorts of different spaces that the guidance that they gave me here is when we feel the call to start our own business, right? We know that we're here to be of service to other people. We know that we have something to share with them. We feel it so deeply that we cannot ignore the call. We just know that this path is for us. So we take the plunge and we start a business, whatever that looks like. And then somewhere down the line, quite quickly, we realize we're not receiving any clients. We don't really know how to do this or what service to offer. So we're hopping from modality and service and label until we find something that sticks and we start receiving clients. So this point of receiving the clients and feeling that something sticks and feels right, that's what was encoded into the original feeling, right? Energetically, that's what we were looking for, this endpoint where we find the thing, or the thing for now. But we didn't have the tools to decipher it. So we have to explore the physical realm until we find the thing that we're looking for, until we find the same frequency. This can be time consuming. And this is where this work I'm about to lead you in crosses all barriers and borders and helps you find that path quickly without having to do all of the trying and a lot of the trial and error. So when you consciously journey into the realm of your desires, you bypass so much of this 3D searching and the time spent trying to match the frequency with that thing in the 3D. Instead of searching meticulously, this uh, this path, it opens up the energetic pathway to follow that will lead you there. And more often than not, this happens like straight to the thing because we are tapping into the core frequency of the desire. It's opening up. So if you imagine your desire being in front of you, you can't see it, you just feel it, right? When you tap into that, the pathway right ahead of you is opened so that you can walk straight towards it instead of having to kind of blindly try and pick things and feel it. No, no, and feel it that way, right? So it's opening up the pathways and guiding you towards it. So, another thing that my guides have told me is rewriting the codes of manifestation in a way because a lot of the common manifestation practices that we're seeing, manifestation is pretty mainstream now, right? But it's also led quite a few people away from their soul's desires because so many people have been manifesting from the ego. Desires, not desires of the soul. This is something that is also becoming particularly harder now as the planet keeps moving up in vibrational frequency. Um, So they've asked me to share on how can you know whether or not a desire is coming from the soul or from the ego. Now you with a bit of practice, this will become common knowledge to you if it's not already, but you will know whether or not a desire is coming from ego or soul, depending on how you interact with and feel the energy. So, what I mean by that is when you really tap into this desire, how does it feel? What emotions, what energy is sparked up within you? Does it feel exciting? Does it feel expansive? Does it make you feel giddy? Or does it feel like hard to place an emotion? Or does it feel dull? Does it feel empty or blank? If it feels like the latter and it's hard to really feel into it, this desire is likely coming from your ego, because there's no energetic resonance there. When it's coming from your soul, you feel that deep energetic charge, which as humans we feel in the realm of emotions and bodily sensations. When it's coming from your soul, you will feel that energetic resonance. You will feel the energy rising up within you. You'll feel the charge. If you don't feel that charge, this is likely something that's coming from your ego. And this is why we find it harder to manifest and to call them in. So I'm going to guide you through now a practice on how you can really tap into this desire, really feel the frequency of it. So I'm going to guide you to take some deep breaths and just place your awareness on your desire What is that thing that you really want to experience in your business? Maybe it's an income goal. Maybe it's this particular offer that you want to bring through, a membership, a mastermind, whatever it is, just call that thing in. And I'm going to invite you to envision the energy of it as light, a specific color maybe you want to place on it, and just visualize this thing, this ball of light, this desire coming in closer to you and into your heart space. And as you place this desire, this color, this light into your heart, I want you to feel in your body how that feels. How does it feel to have that thing? And just take some deep breaths as you really drop even further into the feeling, the sensations of this energy. And if you feel like you want to bring some movement in, maybe it's a subtle sway. And with every exhale, I want you to drop even deeper into the energy of this desire. And you might notice that your mind is replaying thoughts, scenes of this desire. Just flow with them and allow it. And when you feel ready, I'm going to invite you, as you continue carrying this frequency, just envision a door in front of you. This is the door where you can place your desires, and just know that everything placed behind this door will come into fruition. So I'm going to walk through this door now and just look around this room, the room of desire, the seed of creation. And when you feel ready, you're going to take this light out of your chest and place it somewhere within this room. Maybe you want to place it on a table, on a shelf. Maybe you just place the orb in there, letting it float. Just watch this orb now, sending energy from your heart space to it, thanking it, knowing and trusting that we have placed this now into the realm of desire, encoding it into every fiber of our being. As this orb, this desire, has activated the frequencies within our entire being. Following the next steps of the process, we are going to embody this frequency and create a clear pathway to call it into our 3D realm. And you can come back through this door anytime that you want to connect back with your desires. I recommend doing this as often as you can, because the more you connect with your desires, the more it's going to awaken the frequency within you, the more it's going to draw this thing towards you. And when you feel ready, you can come out of this space, closing the door behind you, coming back into your body, and opening your eyes when you feel ready. So that process of feeling into the frequency of your desires is what creates this energetic pull to pull it into your 3D realm. Following the next process of expansion, embodiment, and devotion, you're going to start to really hone in on that frequency. And as I've said, I invite you to come back to this practice as often as you can to really solidify that frequency into your being. Tomorrow, we're going to go through a slightly different practice that's going to expand your nervous system and your frequency to really allow that desire to land. So I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 2 of expansion.